Wow, Johnny, what did you think about that?
Good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's awesome. I love that. Who do we got to thank for that? Ryan? Yeah, we got a huge thank you out to Luke Mattiota and Ryan Milas and anyone else. So, we're not sure of everybody that helped play that. But that was a nice surprise that they gave Johnny as an awesome intro for this podcast. You've been dying to get started, haven't you? Yeah? A lot of work. You're right. They did a lot of work for that. So, hello everyone. My name's Jenna Heiser. If you don't know me, I'm one of Johnny's many cousins. Johnny and I talk via FaceTime about 3 to 4 days a week, you think, Johnny? Yeah. And I'm here to help moderate the show for Johnny. I help lead a lot of the conversations, and I'll help repeat whatever Johnny's saying so that you can understand him. And right in front of me here is the man of the Johnny Early Show. That's right, here he is. That's Johnny. Johnny Early, right there. All right. You ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. So if you aren't aware of who Johnny is and you're new to this YouTube channel, listening to this podcast here, some good background about his life and how he lives it to the best of his abilities. You'll get some of that sprinkled out through this podcast here, but most of that was already shared in 2 books that he wrote. The first one he wrote, Life in a Wheelchair. Johnny, how long ago was it that you wrote that book?
Ago.
You were in high school, right?
LP.
At LP. Yep, you were at high school and LP. We aren't so young anymore, Johnny.
No,
You know that?
old.
You're getting old. Was that about 20 years ago? Or maybe like 18 years ago, right? I don't know. I'm not going to do the math. But I know how long I've been out of high school, and I know our age difference, and I think it's been about 19, 20 years. Yeah? All right. Most recently, last year, I helped Johnny fulfill his dream of getting another book written, and we just printed that one. That's called A Little Bit of Everything with Johnny and Jenna. If you're looking to purchase a copy of that one, or the first one, yep, we have the new book down at Veruki's restaurant in Spring Valley. But there might be some people watching us all over the world, Johnny, and they might not be able to get their hands at Veruki's. So you can email Johnny. It's Yerly, Yerly, Johnny. So it's YerlyJonny at gmail.com. If you want to get a copy of his book, we can get that to you. Or you can send him a message on Facebook and go follow him at Johnny Yerly. Or Instagram. He's also a little bit on Instagram at the J Yerly Show. I'll say he's on Facebook and YouTube way more than Instagram. Right, Johnny? Yeah. So if anybody wants to get a copy of that book and learn a lot more about you, they can do it that way, because this podcast here will be focused on interviewing people that inspire you or that have interesting stories and talents to share. And really anything the audience wants us to do, right?
Yeah.
Is that what this show is going to be about?
Yeah.
We'll sprinkle in some of the ways Johnny, has overcome challenges throughout his life and how he's changed that to do all these fun and exciting things, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
Anything else we're going to do on the show? Yep, you're right. We have a lot of people we're going to interview, and the rest of this year is already booked up. Right?
Yeah.
So, we'll let you know who that list is, but I think you're going to enjoy it. How about it, Johnny?
Yeah.
So Johnny's a really ambitious and pretty smart guy here. He's driven to get his book completed, but he also relied on me to help him out. And if you know me at all, I'm a little bit busy.
Yeah.
So this was a big goal for me as well. And I had Johnny pushing me, which was really good, to help get this done because I would fall behind a bit, I think. I think Johnny wanted it out earlier than we got it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look.
I work. I work full time and I do a lot of other things, don't I?
Yeah.
I help at the restaurant. Come visit. I used to go visit grandma, but now I have to spend more of my Sundays here getting these shows going, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So once we printed the book, I think a month or so went by, and he's like, I think we need to do a podcast. And I'm like, okay. Never done one of those, but we'll do it, right?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. So what did you go do? Tell everybody what you went and did.
Lying. Moving.
You did a lot of research, right?
I
Yep. You went on YouTube, you went on Google, and you went and looked for ways to start a podcast and kind of what you needed to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told Johnny, I was like, I'll help you with this. I'll help you get it started, but you got to do all the heavy lifting here. So Johnny has already thought about what he's going to ask all of our upcoming guests. He's got the show notes basically written out, questions he wants to ask them. So he's prepared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for today's show, I had asked Johnny to answer some questions. And I know he put on a post also on Facebook asking all of you, his followers, what questions they have for him.
Yeah.
So are you ready to get into this, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. So why did you want to start a podcast and who inspired you?
I don't know. I like it. Oh my God. My YouTube going.
Yep. So he started listening to podcasts because a lot of the people he had listened to on the radio had shifted over to podcasts, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
And Johnny also thought it was something he could do to reach a lot more people on his YouTube channel to share about him and to share about all the people in his life. And so he was like, you know what, maybe I can do that. And he really wants to get this YouTube channel growing, The Johnny Early Show.
Yeah.
And so he also come across, what did you come across? Who's the woman that inspired you?
Yeah.
Jen Hubbard. She's a blogger on YouTube from the UK. Is she the one that's called Wheels on Heels?
No heels.
Wheels, no heels.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Wheels, no heels.
Real good.
She's really good. Yeah. I've watched it too. So Johnny, came across her. She has some similar disabilities, and Johnny thought, hey, I can do this too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are. All right. So we have a great lineup of interviews throughout the rest of this year coming up. We've already kind of booked them in, slotted them in for the rest of this year. And this is a tough question I asked Johnny, so don't get offended for my other guests coming up, but I asked Johnny, who are you most excited to talk to? Everybody, you're really excited because I think you're right. We do have a really good a good lineup, and they all have
Yeah.
good stories that they're going to share.
Yeah.
But Christina, did I hear Christina come out? Who's Christina?
Oh my God.
Your therapist?
You be
She
my
used to be your therapist
and my
at the YMCA. Okay. Okay.
and my age.
And your aide. Okay. She was your aide when you were in school?
No, yeah, my age.
Oh, okay.
On my real book, I can get age.
She's your age?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't really realize that. That's pretty cool. So you've done a lot of fun, exciting things so far in life. A lot of things that many people probably don't get opportunities to do. So you know you're pretty fortunate for doing all the things we've done and you've done. So what are some things you still want to do that you haven't done yet?
Go ocean.
You want to go to the ocean. I know that. I've taken you to the ocean on FaceTime before.
And me, yeah, my
Oh, and meet Dave Matthews. You know, we were really pushing for that last year when we were going to go to the summer concert because it was the first concert outside of the pandemic. And we were like, thank God we get to go back out and go to a concert. So we were so excited. We had the fan club. We had a bunch of people in the fan club that started sharing your story. You did a Facebook Live where you posted a video that you really want to meet him. So all these people were sharing that for you. And then unfortunately you got sick and the day of the concert and was in the hospital and you could not go.
Go.
No. So we're going to try again this summer, right?
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to come. We're going to go see Dave in Chicago. So Dave Matthews, one thing Johnny is still dying to do. What is it? Meet you. And you want him to sign the back of this wheelchair, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I get with you. I mean, the ocean is some place you got to get to. It's just gorgeous, you know? Those FaceTime videos of me sharing you walking along the beach, it's nice, but it really doesn't do it, does it?
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to move on to what your followers have asked you. You had put a post on Facebook a couple weeks ago asking your followers what they want you to answer on the first show here.
Yeah.
All right. So Doug Burnaby asked, what do you think is the best meal Bruce, and Bruce is your dad for those that don't know. He's a really good cook. He's a chef. So what's the best meal your dad cooks?
Yeah.
Angel hair.
Yeah.
What is that?
Spaghetti with garlic and tomato.
Spaghetti with garlic and tomatoes. Ooh. You probably have bad garlic breath after you eat that. Yeah. No, that's a pretty good dish. A lot of people like that dish, don't they? Isn't there basil in it too?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, moving on to the next. You probably got a lot of people hungry depending upon what time of the day they're watching this.
Yeah.
Next one. Heidi asks, what's the funniest thing you've seen happen to someone in your family?
When my bucket got bucket water got him.
Oh, so that was when. So the ALS challenge was going around on Facebook. What was that? Like 5 years ago, or even more? I don't. You know, I've lost track of time with the pandemic and stuff. You just feel like. So yeah, when the ALS challenge was going around, there was an ice bucket challenge, right?
Yeah.
And I think this is on YouTube or on Facebook under your mom's Facebook page somewhere, or yours. I'm not sure, but you did the challenge outside. And did your mom dump a bucket of water Your sister Taylor.
Yeah.
Your sister Taylor dumped a
Yeah.
bucket of water over Alex. And he got all mad, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he ran in that. Did he run in the house, if I remember?
Yeah.
We're going to have to find that video, and we're going to put it on your YouTube channel after we post this so
Yeah.
people can see that, okay?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. All right, next question. Bridget McLean asked you, and I don't know if you're going to be able to answer this or just giggle at her. Who's your favorite cousin besides Jenna? You probably have too many
I
choices.
don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Too bad, Bridget. He can't answer that one. Tough question. Penny Weger asked you, do you remember when Bob,
Yeah.
for those that don't know, Bob's her husband, and he used to be a truck driver, and he took Johnny for a ride in his semi.
Oh my neighbor.
And he's your neighbor. Yep.
Yeah.
Penny and Bob have been your neighbor almost, even every time you move, they're your neighbors.
Yeah.
But they're really good friends of the family, too. So he took you for a ride when you were much younger, right?
Yeah.
Were you in a wheelchair at the time, or were you in that
Yeah.
seat that you had to sit in?
Yeah.
That seat that you had to sit in when you went in a car?
Yeah.
So Bob took you for a ride in the semi. How was that?
Good.
Did you like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Where'd he take you?
Alone.
Just around?
Really.
Okay. Around Spring Valley. You didn't go on the interstate or anything? No?
I don't remember.
It was so long ago, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Bianca Berrettini asks, what should be a good go-to summer song?
I like but doing.
Which one? By Ed Sheeran.
I like
Eyes Wide Open by Ed Sheeran. Okay. Yeah, I like that song. Is that an upbeat song though? Like, it's a new one?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Eyes Wide Open is the answer by Ed Sheeran. Next question, Dave Kneebone. Dave Kneebone asks, how many games will the Cubs win this year?
I get to go with
80 games this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that a lot or is that about 500? I don't know how many games they play. That's a lot? You think they're going to be pretty good?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, now this is a funny question that came through from Maria Scholl. Who is your favorite Tomsha cousin that lives out of state?
Maria.
Maria, she's the only Tomsha cousin that lives out of state, huh?
Yeah.
That was a good one, Maria. Get your name out there. Ashley Carls has asked you, this is a really good one. Who is your idol?
I do. Oh my God.
You don't know? Is that a tough question?
Okay. Yeah.
Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
I think you told me another one when we were working on the show. Your uncle?
My uncle Jack.
Jack, your Uncle Jack was... Yep, he was... He passed away at a young age. But he definitely was your idol growing up. He was like your guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red hair.
And he had red hair like you. How about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all love and miss Uncle Jack, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, Bill Ellis. Bill, you're really funny because I remember this. I remember this from Freedom Fest when Johnny told everybody Freedom Fest was his birthday, and they brought birthday presents. So I remember this. Bill Ellis asks,
My birthday ring.
when is your birthday? You've had 2 parties celebrating your birthday within 1 year. A few times. So a few times you've had a couple parties to celebrate your birthday. You're such a party animal, he said. So Johnny wants to set it clear. When's your birthday, Johnny?
January 20th.
January 20th. But why do we have 2 parties?
Because my birthday in the winter.
Yeah, it's in the winter. And he wants to have a fun party outside in the summer. So
Yeah.
who says he can't have a second birthday? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun. Those were good questions that were submitted, weren't they, Johnny? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to say to everybody?
Thank you for watching. Yeah. Bye, we'll be back again.
That's right. We want to thank everybody for watching. Check out the Johnny Early Show and hope you continue to watch as we post more podcasts coming up. Our plan right now is to release 1 to 2 episodes a month. We're starting out slow. We have a busy year. We have to get this. We have to learn this. We're new, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
We're green at this. We don't know what the heck we're doing.
And we got in Colorado.
Yeah, we got a wedding to go to in Colorado. Who knows? We may give you some snippets from that trip. That's gonna be a fun trip coming up. And we have I think coming up on one of the next episode or the second one, we're gonna take a trip out to a farm, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's coming up. Okay, we want to thank everybody for watching and hope you continue to watch. Subscribe to Johnny's YouTube channel and follow him on Facebook at Johnny Early. That's a wrap.
Yeah, okay. Bye.